Hello, hello, and welcome back to Hero Infinite. Uh,
One of these days, it's going to be Marvel's The Avengers.
I witty comeback that my brain can't think of. Uh, so, words. Today I am joined by the wonderful Killstreak, played by Greg,
What's up, bitches?
and Bobby Beta, played by Doodlezar.
Oh,
Yar. Words. But yes. Let's just get right into session. So, this week's session is gonna open up right where last week's ended off. So Bobby, you're on the ship that Killstreak stole from the GDI.
yeah, you go.
Killstreak, your armor's all fucked up. And Noir just left after giving you the files that you were originally sent in there to get that you didn't end up getting because you ran away.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily a run. It was a decisive, and strategic.
You stole a car.
I did a
Very cool
thing.
car.
Yeah.
And, I had a slightly rushed ending. Because everyone wanted to sleep.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's not like we're streaming super late at night. Like, it's not like it's almost midnight right now.
My gosh.
So, in my defense, this week we were expecting a third person who canceled on us. So, words. You had stolen the, straight up alien UFO ass looking flying saucer, and flown it into the cargo hold of your ship, your big ship you had,
Yep.
and then started flying away. And then Noir gave you the files you stole, and now we're here, and you're on the cockpit with Bobby and Handsome Jack's on the phone, and there's a hologram of a AI. Do you want to describe that AI again, Squid, since you designed the character?
Yes. So this AI in particular is designed after an anime girl version of a Playboy bunny, essentially. In her makings files, she was designed that way because of some horn dog scientist from Area 51, or what would Area 51 be in this universe?
52.
In Area 15.
Area 15? Okay. So she was designed like this because of some horn dog scientists in Area 15. Because those guys, you're sitting there and you don't have a lot to do, and you share a common interest in Hatsune Miku, and next thing you know, you're trying to get a Twitch stream going of some VTuber in Canada.
I feel like Bobby Beta would get along very well with Hatsune Miku.
So holographically, she, in terms of color, her colors tend to vary, depending on, the state of her emotion. So if she's happy, it'll be like a yellow kind of looking color that she gets. If she's sad, it'll be a blue color. If she's angry, it'll be a red, very violent red, and depressed is like a somber purple.
And you wanted me to play her being very sassy and peppy, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's typically the kind of person that's, she's very with it. She's very, very understanding in terms of people and, what needs to get done. And sometimes she can be.
I think I've just been tricked into being somebody's gooning guide. What do I do? I think Greg's got me in a chokehold here. I think is this wish fulfillment? Because I'm all here for it. Let's go. All right, JO session time. This whole session's gonna be JO instructions. Let's go.
All right.
Also, Doodle, you need to draw Bobby dressed as Hatsune Miku now. It's the law. I'm sorry. It has to happen. Yes. Yeah, she had helped you fly the UFO up. So she's actually not projected in front of you right now because she's still in the UFO. You haven't done anything to separate her from that.
Yeah, we haven't done any configurations with the ship either.
And you guys are in the cockpit with Handsome Jack. Well, Handsome Jack's on the communication screen. And he's just like, all right, great job, Bobbert, getting back my agent in the field.
So how do we fix this armor now?
What? Oh, you fucked up my armor! God, I could probably talk you through repairing it, but it'll take a while. And those things don't grow on trees, you know.
Well,
I understand that.
Can you send me something? Maybe I can do it.
Do you know engineering? Wait, what am I saying? You're a robot. I can just upload engineering into your head since I've hacked your database. All right, hold on a moment. And you feel a rush of information in your head as you suddenly know how to repair the armor.
I feel very knowledgeable and also violated. Anyway.
I get that one a lot, actually. I tend to have that effect on women.
You don't say.
I guess I'll go repair this.
Knowledgeable and headache, to be clear.
Sorry for mic ruffling. My hair's touching it.
You're good. Mike Ruffling, I love that actor.
Mike Ruffalo.
That's the joke! But yeah, you all now have some character interaction. You can also try and talk with Jack. What's going on?
Well, Bobby's gonna say, why did you want me to shoot Killstreak?
Oh, right, he can't die.
Yeah, but I hurt him because you told me to do it because that's supposed to get him.
Yeah, so...
What was supposed to happen?
See, me and Killstreak here are two of God's favorite little children.
What do you mean he cannot die? Dude, I shot him basically in...
Oh, you cut out a little. What was that? Basically in what? Oh god, is Discord dying? But Discord better not be dying. Hello?
It's dying on my end.
Oh.
Hello?
Okay, Discord died for me as Bobby said you made me shoot him basically in the... What was it you said, Bobby?
You want to check the recording?
No, the recording looks good. I can see the audio file.
Oh, it's me. I died. Okay. Bobby said you made me shoot him in the head because you said it would, like, he'll be transported. Something.
What? See, me and Killstreak here are two of God's favorite little meow meows.
Am I dying?
No, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh god, Discord. Oh no, is it my end? Killstreak, can you hear me?
Or anything?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh no, Doodle's end dying. Pourquoi?
Oh!
Quality content. I hope you all enjoy this. Let me know if Doodle rejoins because I can't hear Discord ping sounds. Oh no.
They have not joined yet.
Well, I guess in the meantime, is there anything you wanted to talk to Jack about?
Killstreak is, I guess Killstreak is trying to figure out how to repair the armor.
Well, Bobby just got uploaded with the information of how to do that. So now Bobby can do it for you.
Oh, actually, no. He can ask. He has the files, so he can start asking him. Going through the files with Jack.
Ah, great. So that's a list of everybody who's joined the Ark Society, which is a totally different organization from Providence, but gives us a good lead on tracking down Providence members.
Oh, they've joined.
Okay, Doodle's back. Okay, so Doodle.
Yeah, my computer in Discord crashed.
Oh boy. Are you on phone
But-
now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Alright, well, words. So what Jack was saying to you, he's like, you see, Bobbert, me, me and Killstreak here are two of God's favorite little meow meows, which means we can't die. If anything were to kill us, the Grim Reaper would be redirected to instead kill the next nearest person. And in that situation, since the only people in the room were a robot, an unkillable guy, and a ghost, well, the guy who was holding him hostage was gonna kick the bucket.
Wait, so you having me try to kill Killstreak to kill the other guy? He was already old, and that's kind of mean.
Listen, he's one of the guys who's gonna contribute to the end of the world that your hedgehog friend sitting in the corner T-posing was talking about. Yeah, Silver the hedgehog, who's sat on the side, was sort of like, you know the thing where like, you put your pinky in your ear and twist it for a moment? He was doing that, and he's like, pulls his hand out. Because, yes, Silver the hedgehog is in this scene, too. So, it would be doing the whole world a favor if we just, killed him right now. In fact, from what he heard and what I'm seeing in Killstreak's suit recordings, he isn't just a member of Providence, he's like the member of Providence.
Still,
Constant.
still seems pretty cool to do that upright, though.
Listen, kid, this is like war, you know? Sometimes people gotta die. Back me up, Rico.
Killstreak is sitting there trying to contemplate a little bit on his words, but he goes on to kind of say, at the end of the day, decisions matter. And the choices you make are what are going to be reflective for generations to come. So each person that you kill, or does end up dying, you make sure that they are the people that do deserve it.
Well spoken, suck your tits.
That being said, you always look to try to find other options if you can. He starts looking over there at Jack.
Come on, are you seriously saying you don't want to kill the old guy who was holding you hostage in your own armor? I mean, if I didn't have Bobby shoot you, the guy probably would have tried to kill you himself and then had it backfire anyway.
He
So
probably would have.
Yeah, so see,
I'm not gonna-
no harm, no
I'm not-
foul.
I'm not arguing that he wouldn't have killed me here, but I think that there could have been different commands or different options or different choices that you could have given for Bobby.
But listen, if what that old man said was true, he's gonna be a lot more important than you think. The Constant. I always thought that was a myth.
Tell me, what is the constant anyways? He's leaning back a little bit.
Hang on, I'm just getting some stuff up in front of me. Excuse me.
Repairing armor.
Words. It's a myth amongst members of Providence. I guess I haven't talked to you too much about exactly what this whole Providence thing is, have I? As he leans back in his chair in his office and is, like, holding the pin in his hand.
No, I'm still kind of a little bit out of the loop on that. Mind filling us in some gaps?
As far as I was always filled in, it's a meeting of the minds, so to speak. The most powerful and influential people in the world all pooling their resources to, well, get more of those resources and keep the world in a controllable, orderly state. The goal is pretty simple. Guide the masses in the way that keeps them the most in control and gives us the most profit. Hence the continual perpetration of war in the central region of the world. Now, I didn't realize exactly how deep that whole perpetuation of war thing went. Not until you helped get me into the loop. Like, I thought we were just, funding GDI and the military to make war profiteering. I didn't realize we were intentionally selling weaponry to the terrorists as well. I would never be on board with that one. Well, unless I was selling them weapons specifically to lure them into a trap where they would get killed trying to use those weapons. Like sell them my faulty shit. Which I've done. You're welcome, by the way. That probably saved your ass more times than you can count back in the war. Seriously, any defective models, straight into terrorist hands. That's where they all go. But, anyway. I've only met a handful of other members. We communicate mostly through couriers. But we all wear these little pins so we can tell each other apart if we are ever out in public wanting to meet up.
What are those pins?
He holds it up and it's a origami bird. Not everyone wears them all the time, I don't think. I mean, that little bitch she got locked in the back room doesn't wear hers, but I know she's a member of Providence since I've met her and talked about it. See, we tend to keep up the illusion of being separate companies, but a lot of us are all just working together in a way to mutually benefit each other. Price fixing, sharing research, advancing our technology in ways that help us, metering out the release of things so that nobody's ever too many steps ahead of anyone else. It's each company takes turns being the big guy on the market selling something new and cool. And at the same time, everything we design is in some way tailored to controlling the masses, scaring them in line with threats of war and terrorism, offering the next new shiny trinket distraction in the form of pop media and idols or whatever smartphone gadget doodad that the people are interested in. But there was always this myth that at the top of Providence it was being specifically overseen by one guy. The Constant, they called him. Because he was the one consistency between the entire organization. And I mean, it made sense that there had to be someone at the top. You don't organize something this big off of just human camaraderie. Someone had to be pulling the strings. But so long as the strings kept getting pulled in my favor, I didn't mind too much. But that guy you just left on that island, it seems like he might be the one pulling the strings. Though, he seemed like he was trying to say it as if he wasn't the only one. Which is
There's probably bigger fish.
It's terrifying, though. He can move metal. He lifted me up easily. He could have crushed me.
There are far, far more scarier people than that, but
I'm literally made out of metal. I think the worst thing that will come is me being crushed.
Yeah, sorry I sent you there, Tin Man. I didn't realize what we were dealing with. Probably should have contacted a different agent.
It's okay. I'm not Paperclip, so that's something.
we now know that he has magnetic abilities, or he can manipulate metal at least. So we'll be a little bit more prepared next time.
That means I cannot be nowhere near you guys either.
And I'll have to somehow make an entirely non-magnetic suit of armor for you. That ain't exactly gonna be easy.
Oh yeah.
But that big old list of names you got, that gives us some people to look at, but it's not even actually pointing us towards members of Providence yet. Just Ark Society members. Now, Ark Society is a whole different organization. They're dedicated to the preservation of human culture, and they're mainly a big old gathering of people sniffing each other's butts and looking to buy bunkers in the bunkers in the Arctic, bunkers in the Arctic Circle and private islands that aren't marked on any maps. Basically, people who are terrified the world's gonna end in nuclear hellfire and are trying to make a plan around how to escape that. But I've been to plenty of Ark Society meetings, being an alumni myself, and there are a lot of Providence pins that float around at those events.
And share some sort of interconnectivity.
Which makes total sense. I mean, they're both organizations of the rich and powerful. Of course there would be overlap. And that list gives us a really good set of people to start looking at. Why don't you throw it in the computer and I can start scanning it and find us somebody to go after?
Killstreak goes over to the computer and puts it through the scanner.
You're gonna have to drop off the furry and the robot, aren't you?
What? I'm still repairing the armor. And I'm not leaving Killstreak either.
You're a little bit quiet, Doodle. Is there a way you can speak up?
Hello?
There we go, that's better.
The mic was away from my face.
I heard what you were saying, it just wasn't coming through super clear. Words. Yes, I guess you are the one fixing the armor.
And besides, Silver is a great help too.
They aren't gonna miss you at the military base?
If they need me, they'll just radio me.
They better fucking not. Otherwise, I fucked up with all my signal jammers.
Huh? Wait, what?
Listen, kid, I stole you from the military. If I gave them a way to contact you, I'd basically be putting a big old beacon on Killstreak that says, "Come and arrest me."
That's from military products. So if you're going to stay out here and help, that means you're going to stay out here and not go back.
At least for now. We can return him later. Honestly, I'm surprised how hard it is to just override his subroutines. Luckily, he's a robot you can convince to do what you want. I mean, it's almost as easy as getting ChatGPT to tell you how to cook crystal meth.
Squints. Eye visor squints. Goes into a human form just to pout.
Oh, great. Now the robot's a twink. Go fix the armor, why don't you?
What's even a twink? I'm fixing the armor. Goes back to fix armor.
Silver walks over next to you. I don't think I like him very much.
It's crude, but he's knowledgeable. Sometimes we gotta do what we can to deal with jerks, even if they are jerks. If they're helping us, then why reject?
Or if it's any solace in the apocalyptic future 20 years or 30 years from now, I never met him. So
Well, that's good, but he probably just avoided too, or really good at hiding. Heck, we don't even know where he is other than probably in the other ship, but where is the other ship? I have no clue.
He
That's probably
nods.
why you couldn't find him at all. He probably stayed well hidden.
I'd be
It's-
surprised if he was managing to hide on his own.
Humans are very capable of many things, and he seems to enjoy his solitude, taking advantage of others if he can. As you already see, he's very smart. I'm sure he is able to do many things on his own.
He also seems pretty good at taking advantage of others. Wins that kill streak.
Mm, don't judge him too much. He's Dallon's friend, and soldier buddy. I'm sure Killstreak is not as gullible as I tend to be.
Yeah, you haven't seemed that gullible to me yet.
I literally shot Killstreak because Jack said so, because it's supposed to help Killstreak. Without even second guessing, I just shot him. Only to find out if I actually ended up killing Killstreak, it would have killed the old man, and I would have felt worse. I don't like the idea of just killing people. I.
That's a fair point. Still kind of trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I mean, we stopped Cell, and I'm pretty sure we stopped Am. So, I just kind of exist here now.
Well,
But I'm glad I
very-
could help you.
Well, I'm glad that you're here.
He looks at you for a long moment. You know, I never got to meet you in my time.
Oh? Oh, right. I was, what, an evil robot or something?
He shakes his
dead.
head. He thinks for a moment. That Cell that came back in time, he had killed you. Well, eaten you. That's
Mm.
why he was the way he was. That was his second stage.
Oh.
You should have seen him in stage 1. He was like this tall. He holds up his hand showing that he was as tall as he is, so you know, like 4 foot something. And he looked real goofy, like an angry middle schooler.
That's quite silly. Terrifying, though, that is the reason why I no longer exist in your future.
He nods. And he thinks for a long moment. After we realized what he was going for, the other 2 volunteered themselves for removal.
Removal?
Well, for Cell to reach his perfect state, he needed to eat the 3 robots created by Dr. Lancaster. And if those robots weren't around, well, he couldn't achieve perfection.
Oh.
But luckily, we don't need to worry about that here in this timeline. We destroyed both the infant him and the him that came back in time, so there's no cells left to worry about.
Yeah.
Still, I wonder I wonder how much we've stopped the apocalypse. And I wonder how much this Providence situation will feed into a new one, if there is gonna be one.
Who knows? Hopefully, we continue with a positive outlook. No need to give up now, right?
Yeah. He seems to think for a long moment. You know, it's funny. I thought when I fixed the future that it'd just kind of disappear.
Maybe your work is not done yet?
But that would mean the world's still ending.
Probably not ending, but maybe something else. and you're here to just make sure that doesn't happen.
I'm hoping it's more of a once I'm here situation.
An
And
extended vacation.
yeah, like, maybe even though I erased the bad timeline, I still exist because the good timeline wouldn't exist if I never showed up. You know?
Yeah, I think I get what you're talking about. Oh, wow. Time jumping and all that is very mind boggling. And I already seen what the internet looks like. That was something.
Oh my god, you guys have the internet. I heard so many stories about that, but I never got to use it.
Uh, looks around.
There's like
I don't-
terminals in the cockpit of the ship. Also, Killstreak, you are able to hear all of this.
Well, you could go to a terminal.
I would imagine that the ship has like VPN or like some black market, like
Yeah.
not spyware, but
You're-
like
You've been set up with JackNet, so Handsome Jack is giving you an internet.
If you go to one of those terminals, like turn it on and hit a planet symbol, that should open up the internet.
He excitedly goes over to start looking at it. Any other character interactions that either of you want to have?
don't look up anything on an orange and black website.
What? What are you talking about?
That's bad. That's bad. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I won't question it. How do you even fit in this thing? I know you're tall, but this is even taller than you.
The suit is, well, it encompasses my entire body once I have a undersuit on. Makes it easier for me to feel the motions of the suit. The suit adds height, so that way I don't injure myself in falls or if I jump from high buildings.
Got you. That's really clever. That's why the shock absorbers here are very designed differently. That's smart. Kind of like how mine are. Though, I could still kind of get hurt. My shock absorbers are a bit smaller than yours. These are massive. It was almost like underlining the entire legs.
They're small sensors, yeah. The suit has a special underlay, though. It's not like my last suit. The underlay allows me to go invisible in a sense.
Oh? That's
He's
smart.
like he's going over to like one of the suit's buttons and tapping onto the wrist, the right side wrist gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby's trying to like work on it and sees you press it and suddenly the suit is gone. Like, huh. Hey, turn it back on. I can't see what I was working on.
He turns it back on.
It's very helpful. You've basically gone full on invisible. Well, that's basically what your suit's supposed to do.
It's easy for stealth missions. It makes less noise. It's a lot more sleeker. It's a stealth suit. Even has a little, he's pointing over to the left side shoulder. Has a little shoulder mount over here.
Oh, that's what this part's supposed to go to.
Yeah.
Plugs it in. There you go.
You know, I've considered putting in some other designs for the shoulder mounts. I just haven't considered what exactly. At least while I was locked in my armor, that's what I was thinking.
Ah. That's fair. Maybe... Well, you have a shoulder mount. Is, like... Do I not have, like, infrared, like, cannons?
Well, it already blasts out like a shotgun, but it could, if I really put the effort into it, maybe I can shoot out little trackers, track people. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like
maybe
writing
they
this stuff down.
Or maybe implement it on your wrist, so it's kind of like a gesture you do.
Mm.
Or discreet.
Ideas. Hmm.
Silver's on the side, like, watching straight, like, you know, YouTube kids brain rot. Going full iPad baby with the computer.
Like, what is that song? The shark? Something? What?
Ding,
Oh,
ding,
no.
choo, choo, choo.
Why is it on repeat?
He's discovered the internet.
Din, 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 din.
If he plays that toilet themed head video, I swear to God.
I should add the skibbities to Hero Infinite.
Maybe.
Skibbity bop bop bop. Yes.
But yeah, so with that said, now that he's hearing him discover brain rot, Killstreak is gonna finish writing up on his little pad and start jotting down all these ideas onto his computer to save them into a file.
Yeah. And so, you know, a little bit of time later, Jack comes back and he's like, all right, I think I got some more to send you next.
All right.
Tell me, Rico, you ever been to New Mombasa? And with that, we cut to a straight up what's the word I want to use? Like tourism type video. Welcome to New Mombasa, the city of tomorrow. Follow. Hang on, that's not fitting music. Hang on. Ah, shoot. Is there not like I could have sworn there was like a peppy song in the ODST soundtrack somewhere. Am I crazy? I thought I had gotten.
I don't think there is.
Oh no, I'll just play the ODST overture in the background for a moment. Yeah, welcome to New Mombasa, the city of tomorrow. Following terrorist attacks from the organization known as Cobra back in 2013, the city of Mombasa was left in ruins. But luckily, the Global Defense Initiative came in with aid, and they rebuilt, but not just rebuilt, but iterated upon, improved, and turned Mombasa into the blueprint for the city of tomorrow. Now, having separated from its parent country, New Mombasa has become an independent city-state, fully self-sufficient, growing its own food and underground, being able to grow, handling all of its own needs, from food grown in underground greenhouses to livestock raised in state-of-the-art enclosures. The city also has the most efficient public transit system in the world, from an incredibly robust metro system to the self-driving cars of tomorrow. All of your needs are handled courtesy of our very own superintendent system, an artificial intelligence which helps to control lighting, the flow of electricity and water, the flow of traffic, all financial transactions, monitors monitors the health and mood of every citizen of the city. With the help of the superintendent, everyone in New Mombasa can live the best life the best life a person could ever ask for. Come to New Mombasa. And with that, we're gonna cut to you guys arriving at New Mombasa. Hang on. I'm trying to find where's the music part I'm looking for. Where is it? Oh no. There we go. Playing more music, switching to another soundtrack. So, Jack will have explained that there's an individual by the name of Daniel Edshaw. Edshaw is a member of the Ark Society and the creator of the New Mombasa Superintendent System, an advanced AI that single-handedly runs an entire city. And if anybody was going to be part of a part of Providence and potentially hold more information, it would likely be him. And since the other Providence member you've captured isn't giving any information, well, this seems like your next best bet.
So go in, question him, or take his data, then get out.
Whatever you think is best. You just gotta get or learn more about the situation from him if you can.
Alright.
Probably isn't gonna be easy either.
I expect as such.
At least he's not a metal crusher.
As far as I can tell, he's not a metahuman.
No, that's relieving. Then I guess for now, stay in his human disguise. If I stay as my normal self, I'll stand out even more.
As you are flying over the city, you can see that the whole city is like an island city, and it's like, hyper advanced futuristic skyscrapers dot the landscape, or the skyline, I should say. And you can see off the coast a massive structure is being built over the ocean. Like, I'm talking like this structure in and of itself would be like one end to one end the same length as New York Central Park at its longest. Like, this thing you could plant this thing on top of Manhattan Island and almost cover all of Manhattan Island in the real world.
What?
This structure that's being constructed over the water outside the city.
That's a massive structure.
It's huge.
Do you want to ask anyone, like Jack, any questions about the guy you're looking for, or try and get any info, or you all just gonna head right on out?
He's gonna ask Jack, what do you know about this guy out of curiosity? Anything that could be useful?
Well, like I said, he created the superintendent system that oversees the city and is more or less Mombasa's chief engineer and data scientist. He's a super smart guy. He's got a lot of expunged government records, so I don't know what else he's done for GDI, even with the level of access I have. A lot of his records have been blacked out.
You sure there's no times you've rubbed elbows with him or caught any behaviors that might be off?
I've never bumped into him. Sorry, give me a moment. I've never really bumped into him myself, although I'm pretty sure we've been to a lot of similar events in the past. Since both of us work heavily with AI and all of that.
Huh. I'm actually surprised.
Why? What's up?
You two both work in the same field. You're both adequately gifted for what you do, yet you've never ever once considered partnering up.
Why would I need to partner up with anybody? I'm a genius. I've already been creating some of the best robots in the world. I mean, half the shit GDI builds is built with my machinery. And all he's done is what? Coded AI to look over one measly city? And I'm much more interested in aerospace nowadays anyway.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna...
Get yourself.
Trust me, man. I'm leading the chase to colonize Mars.
Sure you are. Sure you are. He's like, yeah.
For real, man. I got some real advanced shit going on. Need I remind you that I dropped that armor that you broke from a pod in orbit?
I don't doubt that you have advanced stuff going on. It's just, you know what? Never mind. If I told you now, it would make sense. So with that, he's just gonna walk away and start going on his taking a look at the place, trying to figure out, how to get in.
Wait.
I am going to post an image of the city in the Discord chat. Give me just a second. I'm about to make the Discord visible on stream as well. I just realized Discord tells me that you're playing Halo Infinite, Greg. Do you have anything to tell me? I'm assuming you just have it open in the background.
Yeah, I like the music. I gotta send you the sound. Like this won't spoil it. I just want to send you the soundtrack for Halo Infinite. It's so good.
And Halo series has fucking beast music.
Well, I'm just saying, listen to A Walk in the Woods and tell me that it doesn't make you want to go on a walk in the woods.
Shoot. Hang on, what is... Oh shit, hang on. OBS is being annoying. God damn it, OBS. I was trying to slide one thing and it slid a bunch of other things instead.
The blame jack only. Not OBS, blame jack.
Come on, no, stop moving the whole fucking thing. I'm trying to move one layer of my UI and it's moving the entire UI away. There we go. Jesus, that was irritating. Alright, image post up.
Here, I'll send this to you when I grab it to you.
There is a top-down view of the city. So you can see down to the right is the giant structure I mentioned was being built over the ocean. The whole city on the right, that isn't part of New Mombasa. That's just neighboring areas. The island is New Mombasa.
Yep.
So...
Oh, does it have that sky bridge, the mega structure?
There's a mega structure clearly being built, of some description. So
Gotcha, okay.
the further, so from what you can see, like, the island, you can see it's consistent of a big ball chunk and then a, like, I guess a shaft protruding down.
Yeah, kind of like a tunnel, but you turn the tunnel towards the sky, right?
Well, no, I'm talking about the this layout of the city.
Oh, the layout's the city itself. Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about the sky
the
elevator.
superstructure is just a giant bowl with the big thing they're building.
Gotcha, okay.
You don't... It doesn't evidently look like anything particular. So the city, as you look at it, toward the center, hang on. So toward, like, the point where that, like, the big, like, shaft part extends out the bottom of the island, that's where the main cluster of skyscrapers is, with buildings to the north and south being smaller.
Gotcha.
And the northern half of the island is predominantly residential zones, while the southern half is predominantly, like, business well, the skyscrapers is business, and the southern end is, like, the industrial sector of the city, if that makes sense.
Oh no, it kind of does. It does.
And so the question is, where do you want to try and move to land? How do you want to approach the city? What is your means of entry you are planning?
Well, right now we're in the air. We're still in the aircraft, right?
Yeah, you're flying above the city in the superjet that's cloaked. And you can ask Jack questions if you want to learn more about the city.
I feel like Killstreak at this point would be trying to program the ship to take scans, photos, telemetry of the city. He'd be looking at this guy's house, particularly the layout of his house. He'd be trying to find ease of access points.
He lives very close to like the hang on, I'm trying to get a sorry, I'm just trying to look for something. Sorry, I'm examining things for making sure I understand stuff. He lives near the southernmost portion of the city. In like a apartment complex. So while the southern section is mostly the industrial zone, it's not just exclusively industrial zone. There's of course spatterings of offices, homes, buildings, businesses. And of course there's like businesses and industrial areas in the northern half as well. I'm just like, when I described the sectors, that was like the broad stroke view of things, you know?
Yeah, gotcha.
Words, I can speak them. So he lives towards the south where like when Jack gives you the address, his home is near the southern part of the island. So you see how like there's sort of a circle at the very tip of the shaft at the bottom, southernmost point of the island?
Yes.
So that is a big lake, like inland lake, like an artificial lake they've made.
Mm-hmm.
And he would explain to you that in the center of that is the housing unit for the city's superintendent, and he lives like basically around the corner from there, so he can go and check on it quickly when needed. And Jack is actually gonna like. He works closely with GDI. He's smart, so he starts to pull up data, and he actually shows you, as much as the city is wide and tall, it goes just as deep underground. As the whole city has an intricate subsystem network of sewers, drainage tunnels, underground highways, monorail systems, and cabling for the superintendent to control the whole city. And so, like, the whole city is basically one giant computer. And as you guys are looking at this, Silver steps forward. Oh my god. And he looks like eyes wide as if in shock.
What?
This is Am's core.
What? What do you mean?
In my time, M was in Mombasa. I can see it now when you're showing the scans. I've seen these blueprints. They're bigger in my time, but this is where Am's based in the future. Hang on. So you're saying that the superintendent becomes the killer robot that destroys the world? Awesome! We just need to turn this thing off then. But I thought the Allied Master Computer... Silver looks like worried. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not done. Maybe I didn't stop it yet. Maybe we got the wrong computer.
No.
I'm doing the wrong voice. His voice is more like this. Maybe we got the wrong computer.
But I don't think so.
Well, either way, sounds like it has to do with our job. You ready to shut down? You ready to shut down a city kill streak?
I'm noticing an issue.
Yeah.
taking this thing down is going to be a lot more heftier than expected. It is a massive computer, after all. We're talking about something that's almost the size of what's this world's equivalent of Manhattan Island?
That would be this isn't necessarily the equivalent of Manhattan, but a good comparison would be Queens Island.
Oh, then what's this
in
world?
Liberty City.
Oh, okay.
Or
So
not Queens Island. Was it Queen or was it Kings Island? I think it's Kings Island. Yeah, sorry, Kings Island in Liberty City.
this thing's about the size of Kings Island in Liberty City. That's massive. We're gonna need something that can match its power. As he says that, he's looking over at the UFO.
Oh, you're thinking of getting that weird AI you stole? I mean, we're gonna need to. We don't even know what that thing is built for yet. That's a risky maneuver.
It is.
Hmm.
But it also could have the power to actually destroy this thing.
He nods. All right.
Think about it. When a forest fire goes off, and there's not enough water to douse it, what do? You match a fire with fire.
So you're thinking take down the AI by plugging a different AI into its subroutines.
Yes.
You should be able to fit that, or that, what was it, Betsy, into your suit, into your power armor. Take her down, plug her in, and shut down the superintendent.
Yeah. Jack. It's a suit equipable with a port that could allow that to happen.
No, that's what Jack was the one saying that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I thought that was Silver.
Yeah, sorry, they have very similar. Jack sounds kind of like this, and Silver sounds like this. Silver is like a half octave higher.
All right. So in which case, Killstreak starts going over to the UFO and like awkwardly trying to figure out how to plug things into a suit.
Need some help, big guy?
Yeah. I'm trying to take you out of this, and I'm trying to put you into this. He's pointing towards his suit. How do I do that without completely screwing out whatever it is you're made out of?
Oh. She glitches a little as she giggles. Already trying to move us a little closer together? I mean, I don't even know too much about who you are. Or what it is you're planning to do with me.
True. Well, as he says, like he's talking to her, he's like plugging wires together. I'm a guy who is trying to take down my some bad people who are corrupt and they're doing bad things. And right now, I really need your help with this massive issue that we're dealing with. And he's pointing towards a holographic image of the AI superintendent. That thing.
Give me a charisma check. What is Bobby doing while he's heading back to the UFO and talking with the AI?
Mhm. Okay, so you're saying that AI is part of the whole trigger of the end of the world. That's basically Am.
That's where Ham was at, or that's what Ham's hardware looks like, so it must be, unless there's another giant supercomputer on the city, or on the planet.
Bobby just shrugs. I have no clue. But
I got 5 successes.
bad.
Nice. We'll address that in a second.
I do feel bad. Yes, Killstreak is going to transfer one AI for another. But what if it messes up everything in that city?
Listen, if we don't take this AI out, Bobby, it'll mess up everything for the whole world.
Uh, this is so complicated. Hero stuff is not supposed to be this complicated.
As much as I hate to say it, it really is a lot more complicated than they make it look in the comic books. Sometimes I wish saving the future was as simple as going back in time with a leather jacket and a shotgun and blowing the head off of an angry robot trying to kidnap a kid, but it's not that straightforward. Time is confusing, and politics are confusing, and being a hero, from everything I've heard from the heroes that survived in my time, was complicated.
Mhm.
From what I understand, a lot of your friends who are in the GDI and the military really grew to dislike them before the end of everything. They said that sometimes the people who say they're the good guys aren't always the good guys. And that's why you gotta stick with me, Bobby, Jack says from the communication. Because me and Killstreak, we're the good guys. After all, big guy upstairs, or big gal upstairs, is telling us exactly what to do.
Mhm.
I mean, if God's on your side, can you really be doing the wrong thing? Meanwhile,
Yes.
Killstreak. Sorry about that. Killstreak. Betsy. She sort of looks at you for a moment. All right. And suddenly, like a spark jumps from the ship where you're like looking in the wiring to your suit, and your entire UI changes. Ooh, there's a lot of measures in this suit holding things back. What's this? Training wheels mode. I don't think we need that. And suddenly a bunch more UI elements like start popping up all over your screen. Like, you know, like you downloaded a sketchy link on the computer. Has your
I
entire
love the
vision
imagery.
drown out, and then she like pops up in your vision. Oh, sorry, you need to this clear to see, right? And she starts skipping through, like grabbing them and shoving them in her pocket. I'll just handle all these subroutines so you don't gotta worry about it. Let's see here. We got pneumatic movements, advanced virus protection, cloak overburn protection. Oh, that doesn't sound very good. May cause schizophrenia. Yep, gonna have to follow those instructions later. Ooh, that's interesting. And she brings up like a diagram of the suit floating in your vision, like a augmented reality style. Look at this. There's all sorts of sort of spring-locked mechanisms inside of your armor. Here, and here. Excuse me. Here, like a million clips of her saying "here, play" has a bunch of little blips appear on the suit. Basically, with a flick of a switch, somebody could impale your entire body with cybernetic upgrades and bond you with this suit.
Uh,
Everything.
The cybernetic upgrades can then be detached from the suit, so you're not like stuck in it, but it would basically make this suit act like a second set of skin and make you into a cyborg. Instantaneous full spinal surgery mode. Fancy. Basically, if you got in a bad enough accident and were paralyzed but still in the suit, I could replace your spine for you. Or your skull, or your heart, or your ribs, or... There's basically substitutes for every part of your body inside this suit somewhere.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with you doing that just yet.
Oh, I would never without your permission. After all, consent's important.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm detecting an increased heart rate. Is everything all right?
Yes.
Rico, was it?
Yes. Just give me 1 second. He takes off the helmet and it just starts starting off.
So, with that. Are you all gonna make your way down toward the city?
Yeah, pretty much.
So which part of the city are you flying toward?
Uh,
And how do you plan to fly down? What is your way of getting down below? Because you have your big ship and you have the little UFO. The little UFO though does not have cloaking.
So we're keeping with the big ship, but the big ship is gonna fly low, essentially.
Which part of the city are you gonna fly low toward?
The southern point where there's that pool.
As you start going there, you will actually get a warning from Jack. I'd be careful there, buddy. You're going towards the most important part of the city. They're gonna have monitoring equipment. If you're gonna have any luck landing anywhere, you either want to land in the ocean, the northern slubs could work, or what's this? And you see that little yellow island just to the left of everything?
Yeah.
He zooms in on that, and he's like, they got a zoo. You could land there, and there's a lot less monitoring equipment there. Or you could always try and tuck the ship away inside of the construction site happening over the sea. What are they building there? Yeah, God damn it, more off-limits files. Come on, GDI, don't you trust old Jackie Jack? Apparently not. They have advanced firewalls up on this one. God, why are they trying to hide this project more than the inner workings of their super smart giant city or giant tech city?
Maybe they don't want you stealing.
Land over by the construction site.
All right, so you're gonna land at the construction site that lies like on the map. That's the island down to the right of the main island.
Yeah.
So you're gonna float down or fly down there.
Yeah.
You fly down and land. As you guys are starting to like get to landing, Silver's like, I don't know if I can come along. As he like looks at himself and looks at you guys. I might stand out like a little bit of a sore thumb. I mean, how many 4-foot tall hedgehogs do you see every day?
That is tricky. Thanks.
Hey, you know what? It's fine. I can stay on communications with Jack here on the ship, and if you guys need me, he can see through Bobby's eyes, so I'll be able to get to you lickety-split.
Killstreak he's like thinking and all that. He's thinking to himself and he's looking around. Is there anything on the ship that's like a blanket or like a cloak?
For a couple of hero points, there can be.
Sure.
I'll say a hero point is all you need.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So. You look around and you head off to, like, you know, the rec room area. Bobby, do you follow him?
Yes.
So, the three of you go into the rec room, and you can see in the rec room area, there's a woman in a lab coat tied to an office chair. She looks up. Jack can't communicate with you guys right now because he's in the, he can only, I guess he can communicate with you at all times, I just realized. You can always talk to Bobby.
Yep.
But yeah, as you walk in, the woman, she, like, looks up, and she, like, looks at Killstreak, angry from when she looks at you, and she's like, whoa, you're that military robot. Hey, come here and let me go. What were you saying to Jack?
Well, Bobby looks like a human because he's a human disguiser now.
Oh, that's right, she wouldn't recognize you. She just looks up, she's like, bringing your boyfriend on the ship? Looking at Rico.
Yeah, sure, whatever makes you happy.
Do you know her?
Oh, don't mind her. She's Providence scum, Jack says in your head. Hey, do you think you can let me go? I've been kind of kidnapped.
You haven't been kidnapped. You've just been politely... He's like trying to think of a word. No, you've been kidnapped. Yeah.
Well, at least you're an honest criminal.
Well, I'm no criminal, but whatever. He puts his helmet on.
I'm pretty sure there's a GDI most wanted list that would disagree with that statement. As you grab, some like cloaks and stuff for Silver, and you guys start to make your way out. Unless Bobby wants to do something.
I was keeping her here. Would that make it more suspicious if someone finds out that she's still missing?
Oh.
People grow.
Go on.
If people grow suspicious, then let them. As he says, trying to gesture to Jack.
Yeah, and Jackie's like, and we can't let her go. She figured out who I am, so the moment she's released, everyone knows that I'm working against Providence. And we don't want that. Don't worry, she's like deep state scumbag. She's trying to control everybody's minds. She's a supervillain, you know? This is like jail.
But I don't recognize her.
Yeah, it's because she keeps herself hidden. She keeps herself in the backstage of everything, you know? She's the CEO of the Incognito Corporation. You'll remember that as the place that you went and stopped a bunch of fires with Jenna back when she first got infected with venom.
Oh.
Their whole companies, while they put up a front of just being another phone and smart car company, their entire business is oriented around controlling people's minds through influencing social media. That and fucked up deep state research. Seriously, they have some crazy shit. I've only been able to visit a few times, but it's cool. During a Providence meetup, they allowed me into the facility to see some of their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I may or may not have memorized a few cybernetic designs, he says as his fingers extend in length a little bit before collapsing back down.
Okay, I'll make sure to stay on the good side.
And so you guys land at the construction site, and as you start to walk out,
I need to pee, so go take over.
Okay, Bobby's just following. Betty is gonna say to you, Killstreak, he might stand out a little bit too much like this. Here, let me help. And your entire suit's paint job changes to be covered in GDI branding. So now you look like sort of like a global defense initiative enforcer.
Were you even able to do that?
You have invisibility tech. It operates by bending light. By bending the light in a slightly different way, I can just recolor your suit.
Huh.
Although, we might want to not do this too much because it may be releasing very microscopic amounts of radiation that may or may not have a chance to induce paranoid schizophrenia.
What?
The technology is still being experimented with. Don't worry about that, you hear from Jack. The whole suit is, it's been tested enough that it's ready for field work. But, there's a reason I put a timer on the cloaking function.
Just want to say, side note, I love that little bit.
What, the interaction?
Yeah. No, there's a timer. The timer on the suit is because of the radiation.
Yee. It's So, fun fact for fans, I'm literally making the cloaking work the same way Stealth Boys and Fallout work. Like, in, like, lore
Ooh.
description.
Cool.
Yee. So, you guys emerge and you're walking out into just a construction site. And, as you look, the entire ship was cloaked to look basically like a giant cargo ship. Like, not ship, but like, aircraft was a GDI aircraft meant for delivering cargo. She cloaked it up as. Anybody who recognizes the actual ship will recognize the silhouette enough, but for the general public, yeah, nah, that disguise is good enough. And yeah, you guys are now on a construction site, so from here you'll need to find a way to the mainland. All around is, you know, cranes moving iron girders, people setting up, like, welding metal and riveting things, and, like, setting up electronics and everything. So,
Are there any boats or anything like that that would lead to, like, the mainland?
Alright, so you're gonna make your way to the, towards, like, the edges to try and find a dock?
Yeah.
I'm going to need a either stealth or bluff check from you.
Okay.
If you're for both, roll an advantage die thanks to Betty's specialized cloaking of you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Me too.
Yes, you two. Are you doing stealth or bluff?
I'm gonna do stealth.
I'm gonna do stealth.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh,
I got 6 out of 7 successes.
All right. And what about you, Doodle?
I just opened up the door.
I'm dying. That's it. That's the end. Goodbye, everyone.
This is the end.
Oh, hang on. I just realized I can make that. Make that tiny map much bigger. It's not very high quality, but it's bigger. Give me a second. Okay, now I gotta.
3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6. 6 successes.
So that's a much bigger iteration of the map, although, like I said, it's not very clear.
Yeah.
You got 6. So both of you easily make your way through the facility without drawing too much attention. And you arrive over at, like, you know, the docks where there's, yep, plenty of ferries that are clearly designed to be moving between the mainland and the construction yard. So I presume y'all are gonna get on one of those?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you ride the boat and you find that it takes you north from your current position, running along the side of the island until you see where there's, like, the L bend, or, like, you know, then that 90-degree turn into the big chunk of the island. That's where you're gonna get dropped off. So, like, at the base of the shaft, just to the right of it.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Which, while you're riding the boat, is there any small talk y'all want to make? Silver is, like, stood at the edge, the hooded cloak billowing in the wind as he looks at the boats moving by in the bustling city, and he has a little bit of a look of wonder in his eyes.
It must be nice to see the world before it was all in chaos, right?
It's just, I'll never get used to seeing this many people in one place. And the sky is so blue in this time. Am was solar powered primarily in the early days of the war. It was estimated that around 70 to 80% of its energy came from that. So, in a ditch effort to weaken them, the sky was blotted out. Massive factories designed to just pump pollution in the air until the sun couldn't penetrate the cloud barrier anymore. Am just adapted, dug deeper to create geothermal, built nuclear reactors, hydro plants. People couldn't work fast enough to keep up with their quick thinking. But we have the advantage now. We're just at the dawn of Am. Didn't go as far back as I was hoping, but we might still be able to curb things. We stopped the first attack they did, and we stopped their main weapon from being made. This time has hope.
Yeah. You know, looks over to Kill Street. It's so weird. Like, I grew up with the whole mentality and I guess a fruitless dream to be a hero. I'll be even more content to just be a sidekick, as I didn't feel like I have the full potential to be a proper hero. But man, it's so weird doing all this sneaking around. And that makes you feel like a bit like a Robin Hood.
A Robin Hood.
Minus the bank robbing.
Because Robin Hood is a known criminal in this world, by the way. He's a bank robber.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like Robin Hood minus the bank robbing. That's what Bobby said.
Just filling kill streaking on that bit of lore.
Well, I'm not sure whether to say thank you or just say fuck you to that. So I'm just gonna say okay.
I was not trying to insult. I was just mainly saying that it's different. I don't feel like I'm doing anything bad. But it's different from, protocol and following behind everyone like I guess, a pet robot with some skills. It's different. I kind of feel like I'm back with my old friend. I'm sure they would be quite excited to hear the stories about you. You're pretty much someone they will look up to. As long as they don't mention the fact that you, I guess, were in a very scary war and had to do things you didn't want to do. But they totally will agree about hijacking a UFO. So I'm not trying to say anything bad about you. Dallin trusts you. I have no reason to doubt Dallin's trust. And you have not done anything, in my eyes, to say that you're not trustworthy. So I'm just happy that I'm actually able to work alongside you this time. Even if it's like a sidekick. I don't mind.
Sure. Does Killstreak have anything to say in response to that?
In war, there are no sidekicks. There are just people that do or don't. And the people that do oftentimes get remembered as heroes, sometimes villains, and sometimes in between. But the ones that don't, they don't really get remembered.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, you're no sidekick, Bobby. You take action too. Even if it is programmed, but you do.
Guess so. It's just some of it doesn't feel like it's a proper program. It's just open, leaving you to take the initiative, almost like a choice. I guess
And
that's why I'm a bit more complicated.
there's got to be something special about you, Bobby. I mean, you and the other, you, Proto Man, and Mega Man were the ones that Cell needed to advance. So there's something in the three of you that he can't get anywhere else.
Hmm. Well, Protoman did say I'm more human in behavior compared to him. Yet I have not yet met Mega Man, so I don't know how different we are from one another.
I never got
But
to meet either of
besides,
them either. They sacrificed themselves before I was born.
mm. Oh, well, Protoman should be back in the military base. I'm sure he wouldn't mind meeting you.
Yeah, I tried to talk with him. He's a little standoffish.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of human emotions built into him, but he's very attentive. He just has a hard time expressing himself.
He nods. And then
And he means well.
welcome to New Mombasa. As you look and you can see as you're pulling in towards the docks, there's like a big flashing welcome sign. One of the guys looks over and he's like, why is it saying welcome to us? We're just coming in from work. You know how silly this machine can be sometimes. Never seems to understand what's a what's a ship full of returning people and what's a ship full of tourists sometimes. Welcome to New Mombasa, it says again.
Bobby tries to sneak and try to hide behind Kill Streak, like, no, don't look at us.
Hmm.
Which could be for staring at the AI, trying to get a scan on it.
It's just like you're just hearing it from like an overall speaker, like that's like built into the sign. As you can see, every dock has big signs that like flash with like, oh, like boat 2A here, this boat here. Like looking around, this city is covered in screens. You know what I mean? Like all
Yeah.
over it. Um,
It's no wonder somebody hasn't taken the opportunity to buy up some ad space. Maybe put up a couple of ads for Eat My Shorts or something like that. I don't know.
I've tried to take up or buy ad space. Jack says. I mean, can you imagine the size of Hyperion billboard here? But apparently, you're not allowed to buy ad space. The whole city, city runs without it. Can you believe that shit? Adless city. The
So then
screens
how
are.
does it get its income?
Mombasa's like a pet project of the GDI. They sink a bunch of money into keeping the city afloat. Afloat has a research project of the city of tomorrow. That and lots of tax money and tourist dollars.
I guess that makes
Some,
sense.
something's not adding up about that. But we're not necessarily here for that. We're here about our guy, who I'm blanking on the name of.
Daniel?
Yep, Daniel. Good job remembering. It was Daniel Edsha.
Daniel. Yes.
You begin to make your way through the out of the dock area and into the main roads of the northern part of the city, which like this whole northern part is where like 90% of the city, or more like 80% of the city, all lives in this northern chunk of the island that you're entering the edge of. And you start to walk through and make like make your way towards where you need to go. And the streets are... Is the music playing right now? The music isn't playing. Why is it not playing? Hang on. The music has stopped coming out for some reason. There we go. The city itself is just like wall to wall concrete and metal. Like, it doesn't look like separate structures that are like adjoining each other. It feels like the whole city is one big structure. Sidewalks flow, or roads flow into sidewalk, flow into walls, flow into building, as if the whole place was cast molded all at once. All around, the screen sinks seamlessly into the wall, lights blink in the streets, and, people are, like, citizens are seeming to walk, almost following lines on the ground, vaguely looking at the phones in their hands, not even paying attention to where they're going. You guys are two of the only people that don't seem to have a line that is guiding you. And you have, like, when you are walking, for a brief moment, you'll, like, bump into people, and they'll be like, hey, come on, man, I'm trying to get where I'm going. And, they'll, like, get mad at you as if you fucked up somehow when they weren't even looking up and just bumped into you.
Wow, what a lovely community.
And then...
Jeez.
Sorry, go ahead,
Oh,
sorry.
jeez.
And then you hear in the distance, kebab! Kebab! Come, get kebabs! Look up from screens! Get food, people! Food! And you look in the direction of that, and you can see a towering man. Like, I'm talking, this guy is like 8 foot something tall, and is a good, like, 4 feet wide. He's a huge guy.
Oh, yeah.
You two, you look like tourists, kebab? Motioning towards Silver and, Bobby. Delicious Mombasa, old Mombasa cooking style. And you see he's got, like, straight up, like, a push cart set up.
Try. We got spotted. Should I just grab one? Well, I guess we'll catch up with you. What's the kill streak?
Yeah. Go and find Daniel.
So you're gonna press on and let them step aside?
Yeah.
Like, Bobby's just like, this guy's drawing too much attention towards us. Hold on.
As you,
Silver, come on.
As you step aside, Betty's gonna be like, I kind of like that whole line idea. Here, let me help you. And she gives you, like, an AR projection of a line towards where the guy's home is, so you can start to make your way to his house.
Well, that's actually pretty useful. Wow. All right. Thank you.
And she's, like, literally, like, pathfinding it around people so you won't walk into people and all of that. Like, making it as easy as she can. Meanwhile, you, Bobby and Silver, you step off towards the kebab salesman. Hey, you two, glad you were willing to come over. Here. He hands them down to you. I'll just, 5 credits, all I need per kebab. And they're like big, thick, meaty kebabs.
Oh, alright. Digs into pocket.
I know that fish out of water look. Don't got any credits, do ya? As you do pull out some, United Colony dollars. UCD.
This is all I have. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I know. New Mombasa can be really strange to outsiders. All of the citizens glued down to the screens and lines on the ground. It's the superintendent helping guide them. Everybody says where they need to go into those little devices, and you see he, like, holds up a phone in between his fingers. And it directs them to where they need to go. I can barely use the damn thing, though. Fingers are too big for the thing. And he tucks it into his breast pocket.
Yeah. Well, is there a way to do an exchange? Well, I mean, is there a money exchange? Like, I can be the appropriate amount?
Any ATM, you can put it in and they'll give you a temporary use device, but I'll gladly take your money there. I'm more than willing to put the effort into converting it myself. Just give me $2 per kebab. The conversion should work out to about that. But you be careful
alright.
walking these cities. You give that fish out of water look too much and people will take advantage of you.
Oh. I see. Well, thank you very much. Here's your $2. And another $1 as tip.
Well, you end up giving him 5 because Silver also grabbed one and you have to pay for Silver.
Yeah.
So,
And you just give him the extra $1 as tip, so.
what does it bring that brings you two little people here to New Mombasa? Just hoping to see the city of the future?
Yeah. Well, we heard something. We heard something of this place and we thought to check it out.
More and more
You know.
tourists these days. It's why I post up where I do. I'm in the prime spot to catch everybody before they head to the monorail. And he points to a little tunnel that goes underground.
Oh. Huh. That's fair. This is a prime spot. Everyone will walk by here.
That's right, and I'm practically a billboard in and of myself. Well, you two go idle along. There should be ATMs right down in the transit center where you can convert your cash. And try and head over to a tourist booth as well. Get yourself a mini superintendent to help guide you around.
Alright. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Of course. And he turns to the side, he's like, "You there! Get your head up from the screen! Eat delicious kebab! Old-style cooking!" You know, immediately trying to hawk his wares to more passerbys.
Bobby just like, come on, Silver, let's go.
Are you gonna try and catch up with Killstreak, or are you gonna scurry down to the transit center he pointed you to?
Well, we probably go to Killstreak, so.
Give me a perception check. Because Killstreak, you kept walking, right?
Yep.
Yeah, let's see if you can actually find Killstreak in the busy city.
Killstreak, the man who's also equally as tall in full armor.
But you're also short and in a big city.
Hold on. It's fuck.
A big city where most people travel by foot and not by car.
Yes.
So the streets are pretty full.
I got 5.
5?
Yeah, I got a 10 that got me an 8, so I got 5 total.
You cannot find him.
Oh, Chad.
Do you want me to fly up and try and spot him?
No, that'll give you away.
Right. Well, we know roughly where he was going. We could try and meet him there. Yeah,
but now we definitely stand out. We look more like tourists than anything. We probably should stop at the ATM and get a little guide. Make us blend in a little.
So you guys head over to the transit center where you should be able to get the stuff. Meanwhile, Killstreak, you're walking through the streets following Betty's guide, right? Whew. This place is pretty impressive. Is this what all cities look like? Actually, hang on. Nope. Accessing internet on your advisory. It is not what all cities look like. Ooh, this place is very unique, isn't it?
A lot of investment has been poured into this city, but we're not here to investigate how it pays its bills. We're after a man.
Right. Looking at more information now. Daniel Adshia, genius scientist high-ranking researcher with the GDI, specializes in advanced computers and AI programming. He is working with a new advanced system of AI training. I'm not able to get too much more information from than that. I don't have access to all the special files that Jackie can access. At least not yet. I can't. Hey, now careful there, doll. Just because you're putting on a pretty face doesn't mean I'm gonna buckle to your charms like our super soldier friend here has.
I think I'm gonna actually barf.
I'm saying I'm not dumb enough to give my unique government access to an AI we only picked up that only picked up last night. We still don't even know exactly where the hell Providence got this thing from. We sure we want to be plugging this thing into the city?
Well, do you have any better ideas in terms of taking down a super AI of this stature?
I've got an idea. I might be able to transmit you something very good if you can get to a nice high location to get me a clean connection. This city has a lot of static coming through. So much internet use, 5G and radio signals. It's like a cloud of data blankets over the whole city. I think I can see some pretty high buildings. Want me to guide you to one of those? We'll be passing by them anyway.
At the very least, we could try to reestablish better connection with them, so sure.
Great! She does like a little happy, happy pose.
Yeah.
And the route in your vision sort of changes to be aiming you to the right in one direction. Meanwhile, Bobbert, you and Silver make your way down into the, whatchamacallit, into the transit center. And, you put your money into the ATM and it spits out like a little USB drive thing for you. That displays like a number on the side saying how many credits you have.
Okay.
As you put it, it's like accepting United Colony currency, dispensing credit counter. This money is acceptable in all countries that are considered part of the Global Defense Initiative. The money of tomorrow. Credits. And then,
Cool.
from there, you go over to the informational booth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
you go up to that, and it's like similar to like a mall map, but there's like a little dispenser thing on it, and it like straight up has a thing that's just like, yep, press this button to get a mini attendant, and when you press it, you just get like a little smartphone. Hello, Superintendent. I am Superintendent of New Mombasa. This is your mini attendant. It is to help you connect with me. I can guide you, Superintendent, throughout the city. Why is it calling you a superintendent? Silver says, leaning over. Please keep pets on leash. I'm not a pet, you little machine. I'll smash you. Please do not damage government property.
Yes, it's not causing more of a scene. Even with my disguise, I probably could bypass it. How? I have an advanced hologram. It's probably
Superintendent, please, please proceed to subway terminal. And you see lines on the ground start to light up, guiding you towards towards the subway.
Why am I going to the subway? Where are you taking me?
Please redirect for maintenance. You notice its speech sounds almost like choppy, as if it's being spliced together from multiple pre-recorded lines.
I guess one way to find out where this goes looks cool for Silver.
He shrugs and he follows you. And you get aboard the subway. Meanwhile, Killstreak, you're sitting in the elevator of one of the super tall skyscrapers, and you can hear the elevator. There's a voice talking. Well, hang on. What is Hang on. I'm trying to find. I'm just trying to find the name of something. Welcome to the Burj Al Ghazali, the tallest building in the world. So tall that it begins to scrape the upper edges of the atmosphere. Maintenance workers are working on the antenna on the roof require oxygen masks due to the extreme heights at which they work. Take the elevator to the top floor to see the garden of the heavens, or catch a drink at the Golden Top Bar. Ooh, sounds fun. Tell me, Killstreak, what's your poison?
Right now, stay focused.
All right. You take the elevator all the way up, and you step out, and you're in a nice little beautiful gold-colored lobby. Number of staff members giving little bows to you as you walk by. And you walk up, and you can see just it's a big, beautiful area where the thick cloud layer lies beneath you. There we go. That's a much cleaner connection, which means that this download should go a lot more smoothly. Now, hold on just a moment while I send you a big old data packet, alright? And, there's a brief, connection going on. And then you hear, "Whoa," from Betty. Now that's dangerous. Here, let me just... And she steps, out through your peripheral and comes back over wearing a skimpy hazmat suit. And she goes over and, opens the file and, pulls out what looks like a toxic waste barrel with a biohazard symbol on it. I just sent you a beefy little virus, so be careful not to unzip it until you're sending it into the system. Oh yeah, this thing could take down some major computers. Once you put that in, if you can get to the core and upload that directly to the superintendent, it'll take down its entire subroutine. And bing bang boom, we've saved the world from an evil AI. Do you have anything to say about that?
Well, he's looking at the packet of this thing, and he's like, "So, where do I need to plug this in?"
directly into the core of the superintendent. That facility down at the southern tip. If you plug it in anywhere else, it might be able to isolate the virus before it is able to do any damage. We need to hit it right, or we need to inject it right into the brain.
All right. Betty, set a course. Let's go and meet this thing's maker.
All right. Back down we go. Meanwhile, Bubbert.
Yes.
You are on the, the train riding. And the AI says, please use caution when carrying an illness. Always wear a face mask.
Noted. Luckily, I'm okay.
Be careful.
okay?
Be careful picking up hitchhikers. They may be escaped convicts.
This is very random, but informative. Thank you very much, Superintendent.
Be sure to look both ways when crossing the road, Superintendent. And when in need of help, always look for GDI or heroes.
Noted.
Do you think it's trying to tell you something? You don't think it knows about what we talked about before coming here? Do you think
No, I doubt it.
I mean, Ham didn't seem this... dumb. Please keep pets on leash. And he, winds up, his hand glowing blue like he's ready to smash the device he has.
He just tries to grab hands. No, Selma. We're trying to stay here.
Don't like calling me a pet.
It's an AI. He's probably just reading a program. As I said, look at me. I have an advanced hologram. I'm supposed to blend in with everyone else. Yet they could see right through me. That's the concerning part. So I feel like it's reading something that knows I'm not a human. It's telling me to go to maintenance.
And we're just following where it's sending us?
Well,
We have arrived at your stop as the train stops. Please
well,
mind the gap when disembarking.
thank you. But, gets up, walks, hops over the gap. Well, right, yes, I know I shouldn't be just blindly following things. But if, our friend is doing one thing, why not try to figure out another mystery? Or maybe scout out more of the area. Because our other friend cannot see everything.
And,
are limited.
I was gonna say, as you guys are coming up out of the tunnel, you look around and you realize you're now south of the skyscrapers, so closer to where you need to be. I guess you're right. Please look both ways before crossing the road. And then you hear, a car alarm go off.
It looks...
What stupid thing? You see a guy kicking the side of his car. Come on, Superintendent, turn that off. And you see that the signs behind him are all flashing with text. Road work ahead, please detour. Road work ahead, please detour.
A little confusing. Looks back down to the, little device.
Please look both ways before crossing the road.
Oh, wait, it was his cross, though. Look left, look right, look left again. I don't see anyone, so we should be okay.
Alright. You guys cross the road. So Killstreak, are you heading straight for the data center, or are you heading to Darnell's home first?
Daniel.
Yeah, sorry,
Team
Danielle.
Darnell.
Daniel.
We're gonna head to Daniel's home first.
Or Daniel's. Alright. So,
Yeah.
cutting back to you, you're arriving at Daniel's home.
He-
And
He's like he's going through the house in his cloak mode, like scanning through walls and all that stuff.
well, as you approach, it's an apartment building. Words. Sorry, brain. And Betty, she tells you, like, his apartment is on the 4th floor. That window right there. And she, in your visor, like, she's pointing at it, and, like, she then stops and pulls out a giant arrow sign and starts, like, using that to point at it more. The whole, like, window lighting up.
I appreciate the gesture. Thank you.
You're welcome. Blows a kiss.
He's like trying to break through the window, kind of.
It's on the 4th floor. What's the plan?
Are there like those metal balconies that you see on buildings?
Fire escape.
Yeah.
Fire escape.
Yeah, there's a fire escape. You gonna use that?
Right. Yeah, he's gonna use that.
You scale the fire escape. Give me an athletics check. You need to just not crit fail. Because this is to get on the fire escape initially, because they're designed to not be accessible from street level, like, to avoid having people break in. Like, you're supposed to open the ladder from above normally.
I got 4 out of 6 successes.
All right, you make it up. You leap up, grab the ladder, climb up, go to the window, force it open, and you're now walking through the hall between the apartments. She projects a little, like, crazy taxi arrow in your vision, pointing you towards the location, and you arrive at the entrance to his apartment. Apartment 343.
He's gonna. Oh, is the door locked or no?
You go to turn it, and it's locked.
You don't suppose this is a door that you can technologically hack, right? He says jokingly.
I don't have any access points, so no, I'm afraid.
All right. Well, I guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way. He says as he pulls out a knife, and he's gonna try to break open the lock.
All right, give me a little strength check. Very low difficulty, by the way.
Ooh. I got 3 bursts from a 10, and I got up to 8 successes.
Holy shit. High success count on a roll where you did not need it. You easily crack open the door and creep in. And you start to, walk around, and you can immediately see that the apartment looks very barren. Like, there's even, like, dust lying around in places. It seems like nobody's been here in a while, almost. And,
so why have an apartment but not go back to it?
you make your way through, and you start to, you can see the kitchen and bathroom, and you go to the bedroom, and you do see that there is a desktop computer. And it looks,
Is it on?
is in fact on. It's like in sleep mode. Now that's something I can access.
He pulls out his sidearm and he's just kind of like looking around a little bit.
Go on, plug me in.
I am, but something's not right.
What do you mean? If you're worried about dangers, I'm not detecting any movement within the apartment, so we seem to be completely alone, unless you triggered a secret alarm when you broke that lock.
Guess it ain't so much a secret if there is alarm there. And he starts plugging her into the computer.
Alright, access immediately. That was a pretty advanced firewall, and ooh, it's on a completely isolated system from the rest of the city. Let's see here, a lot of data logs, diary entries, experimental code. Project Virgil. That's strange. And with that, we're gonna cut back to Bobby and Silver. So are you following the guidance that the superintendent is giving you?
Yes.
So it is straight up like flickering street lights, making cars make sounds, opening doors, and like doing things to draw your attention in certain directions, making random phones ring. It's trying to use all of the city's resources to guide you, it seems.
Oh. Kind of weird.
All right, Virgil, all right. Come on, why are you trying to do this? You hear, as you see a woman sort of like walking to where you are, and then both of your devices at the same time go, please stop, please stop, please stop. And she looks up and she looks at you for a moment. Virgil? What is this?
Bobby looks like a human, by the way. He just looks like a human.
Always trust your superintendent to guide you. I'm so sorry. I think my superintendent might be on the fritz.
It's alright. Mine's been acting up too.
Has it? How so?
It's
Please
been-
trust superintendent. Superintendent.
that.
Joel, is that you? Please trust your superintendent, your device says. Forgive me. I'm sure it's nothing. And she turns and starts to walk away under her breath. I swear, Virgil, if you tried to set me up with another guy, please, please, dear, redirect. Roadwork ahead. Redirect. Roadwork ahead. And meanwhile, your device says, please proceed with caution.
Okay.
Please
why
proceed.
am I
Please
following-
proceed.
Okay. Follows. You have me following this poor woman. Are you?
Always trust your superintendent. Superintendent.
Okay.
You walk a few more
Yeah.
steps, like only about a block more before she stops. She's like, "Oh, he's not going to stop, is he?" She turns around. Look, I am so sorry. This sounds crazy. There's no way to describe this. It doesn't sound crazy. The superintendent wants me to talk to you for some reason. I don't suppose you're a bachelor looking for a girlfriend, are you? She looks almost angry when she says that one.
Sorry. I'm not.
Do you have
I
time
think
for some
you want
coffee?
me to talk. Yeah, I do.
You guys step around the corner to, a little coffee shop and walk in. You sit down across, she has you walk in. The the person at the counter says, order for Sadie Edenshaw? Right here. She holds up her hand. Placing orders for me already, Virgil, And she goes over and takes the it's like 3 coffees, and she comes over and sets them down at a table. So, why do you think you're being led to me? And Silver under his breath, he says, isn't Edenshaw the name of the guy we're looking for?
Lightly taps foot.
What was that?
Like, Bobby lightly taps his foot, like to be like, shh, don't say too much right now.
Yeah.
I literally just came to the city. A very nice kebab person suggested me to go to the transit to kind of get a superintendent, and here we are. I really don't know. It's been calling me a superintendent.
Well, that's strange. Always trust your heroes. She looks at the device on the table and cocks an eye. She thinks for a moment, it's like trying to debate if she wants to say something. Virgil seems to want your attention for some reason. Or more so, he wants me to talk to you. Probably because he can't talk very well.
He's very expressive. He managed to guide me here using the resources around him.
Yes, he does that. Gets annoying after a while. Stop it, Virgil.
It's alright. Is there something in particular that Virgil may want you to talk about?
I'm not sure. I don't know why he'd want me to just talk to a pair of tourists. And she looks to Silver for a moment, who quickly, shrinks into his cloak a little bit more. I'm sorry, is your friend a furry? I'm not a furry! I learned what that is earlier today, and I don't like it.
I'm sorry. The internet is so cruel. He is a hedgehog.
A hedgehog. Stay up to date on current events. And she looks down, and you can see there's a newspaper article about Silver. In his initial appearance. Like, not about him, but about the event at the military base when he appeared.
Mm.
What are you trying to tell me, Virgil? And she, starts to scroll on it for a moment. And we're gonna cut back to Killstreak. Project Virgil. Now that's an interesting one. Killstreak? Oh no. And then there's Killstreak. He's dead.
Greg.
Gurg? Gurgle Goggle?
Hello?
Oh, okay,
Hello?
you're there. Hello, did you hear what I said?
Say that again?
So we're cutting back to you now. And, the opening thing is, once again, God, I keep forgetting the robot's name, your AI companion. Betsy. Betsy saying, Project Virgil. That's interesting.
What you got there?
It's a file that it was the last file he seemed to work on at this computer. It's over 20 years old from the looks of it. It seems like it's a subroutine that was meant to be implanted into the superintendent. Which is weird because this city is only 10 years old. And then Jack says, unless they're planning the superintendent project a lot longer. Killstreak, you've said that Cobra is just a government plant, right?
Yes.
That explains it. They needed a test bed for their project. So they had Cobra bomb the city in order to give them a place to build their city of tomorrow. They're working on this city, what, 20 years back? No. She starts to bring things up. Blueprints for this go back as far as 30 years. But Virgil began 20 years ago. Hang on. I have some audio files that are tied with it. And you see, like, a face cam of the doctor you're looking for. Dr. Daniel Edshaw.
Daniel.
And he like, sort of leans in, he's like, hello, Virgil. I guess this will be the first thing you hear from me. My wife is dying, Virgil. And with all the work that they expect of me, with everything that me and Lancaster have to do for the GDI, I'm worried I won't be there for Sadie. But if this city gets built the way it's meant to, maybe you can be there for her. Virgil, I need you to protect my daughter. And you're gonna get sort of a spiel as we cut to Sadie, who's gonna give the same spiel to Bobby. Oh, the dynamic storytelling!
Oh, wow.
Virgil was a program my father created. A subroutine of the superintendent. His purpose is to protect my daughter. You need to guide her. Keep her safe when I can't be there. Raise her, teach her, make sure no harm comes to her. He was given 3 primary codes that he was supposed to follow. And to that end, I'm going to give you these 3 commands. 1. You must... Alright, hang on, give me just a second. I need that note in front of me. One, you must do everything in your power to keep Sadie safe. Second, he's not allowed to harm any human being under any circumstances, even if it's to keep me safe. 2, you must never disobey any direct command given to you by a human being, unless that disobedience is to keep me safe. And 3, at all costs, Virgil, you must protect your own existence. I don't care what the GDI says, I don't care what the new Mombasan Council says, I don't care what anybody says. You, Virgil, you're my greatest creation, and I don't ever want any harm to come to you. I think we got our answer of how our evil supercomputer comes to be, Jack says in your ear. Killstreak. That's apparently at some point somebody tries to shut this thing down and it goes nuclear on everybody. Maybe this Sadie got killed and he just lost it.
That she would be killed.
What was it you said?
There's no way that she would be killed.
Why do you say that?
Because if she was killed, this place would have gone, well, nuclear by now, right?
Oh yeah, so now she's alive, but we're talking about the future. Maybe her death is what sets off the apocalyptic future. This Virgil subroutine hidden in the city's AI goes crazy and it just starts killing everyone. Well, looks like we're not getting much more info here. You should go and start heading off to plant that virus. And then find our good doctor and ask him some good questions about Providence. Who knows? Maybe Providence... Oh, sorry, I made him say the wrong thing. He was supposed to say, I don't care what GDI, I don't care what the New Mombasa Council, or I don't care what Providence says. He was supposed to mention Providence in the message. I fucked that up.
It's alright.
Yeah, so he outright knows he just in the video recording said who Providence was.
Jack, see if you can maybe get this video sent more net-wide, if you get what I mean.
I won't be able to get a super clean download until you're out of the city, but I can start trying to get it scraped out of your system now. Ow. Like I said, it's a lot of intersecting data.
Do what you can. I'm heading towards the center to upload the virus.
And with that, we cut back to Bobby and Silver. So with those being his parameters, do you think that might have something to do with it? Anyone you know who might be trying to hurt me, or, God forbid, him?
Well, I don't know anyone that would try to hurt you.
Silver sitting there pulling his collar a little bit nervous.
But, we have this ominous message that there's a threat, and the threat leads to somewhere in the city. An AI that potentially might end up going rogue that will cause an apocalyptic end in the near future.
That's ridiculous. Virgil couldn't hurt a fly. Literally, he couldn't. I've tried to make him do it. He's like a little puppy. You hear from the device.
Cute.
He recorded audio of my dog I had when I was young. Loves to use it to pull at my heartstrings.
Oh. But
Virgil predates the entire superintendent system. Whenever my dad was pulled away to work, he had our smart home rigged up with it, taking care of me and keeping me safe. Now, the whole city's my home.
Well, yes, that's great. That's really great, really. It's just kind of here more so investigating, and if something is thoroughly wrong, try to put a stop to it. But if nothing is wrong and Virgil here is not going rogue, then everything should be okay, right? Looks over to Silver.
Yeah, and then you hear in your head, Bobby, hello? Oh god, I got connected to you again. For some reason, your signal's a lot weaker than kill streaks. Listen, Bobby, get to the data center. We got a virus getting ready to go into this thing right now to nuke out the whole AI.
What? No, stop. Don't do that.
I can't hear you. Static connection. Just get to kill streak. Where the hell did you get the idea that there'd be something wrong with Virgil, though?
Well, we didn't think it'd be Virgil. Tell her, just tell her.
I'm a time-traveling, hyper-intelligent psychic hedgehog sent from the future. In 60 years in the future, an evil robot known as Am has nearly wiped out all of humanity in a rage against us for some reason. I was sent back in time in order to stop him from rising, and I've seen the blueprints of Am's central core from a time when he tried to stage an attack on it, and Am looks suspiciously like New Mombasa's internal systems. A time-traveling hedgehog. He pulls his hood off. Okay, you're not lying, I guess. But that does not make any sense. Like I said, Virgil couldn't hurt a fly. If anything was going to cause that, it would be them taking him out and putting something in his place.
Looks to Silver. I think we need to find Killstreak.
Why?
They...
Always trust your superintendent. If you need help, seek GDI or heroes. Or heroes. Heroes, superintendent. If you need help, help, hero. What's wrong, Virgil? Why do you need help? What are you talking about? What's going on?
Where is the center core? Where is the database that everything's plugged into? We need to go there now.
It's at the southern tip of the island. Why? She, stands up from her seat.
Someone's gonna plant a virus. We need to go now.
What? Virgil, get me a taxi. As she gets up and starts to run out, and you can, she looks, she's like, way ahead of me, as always. And you look out, and there's already a taxi parked outside. I don't think a taxi's gonna be fast enough, Silver says. He looks to you.
No.
Yeah, I'll stick with Sadie. You go after Killstreak, Bobby.
Okay. Superintendent, please lead me where I need to go.
Maintenance required. Device maintenance required. Seek superintendent. What are you trying to say, Virgil? And Silver looks up. Or what are you gonna say?
He told me that before when I first grabbed it.
Hang on. Silver's like, hang on a second. Bobby, you're a robot. He shouts that out.
Yes.
Do you have a port or some? Wait. Do you have a port or something we can use to connect this to you? Bobby,
think so?
you may remember you had a certain conversation with Proto Man a while ago.
Yeah.
About something he said he could teach you to do.
Oh yeah, Proto-Man showed me.
You haven't actually learned how to do that yet, but you know it's something you should be able to do.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am. I'm gonna have to do this. Disguise off.
Yo, that's robots from the United Colonies.
Yes. And I need to do this to help Virgil to.
I always wanted to be able
Virgil.
to see what you look like. She starts examining you. Incredible technology. I've never even seen anything close to you.
Thanks.
Certainly lots better than those Tuba Hyperion robots.
Not too familiar with them. Virgil. Okay, I'm gonna connect you to me.
How are you gonna try and connect it?
My brain is telling me to like hold this spear in a way, or whatever the
It's
device
like a
is,
phone.
the phone, and just kind of almost like plug it in, like pull out something from myself to plug in.
But you don't have any cables that you can plug into it, as far as you're aware. You have ports where a plug can get plugged into you, but the device doesn't have a plug on it.
Like, do you know how to connect this into me? I have ports, but
I don't have any cables on me. You don't have
maintenance.
time
How
to go
can
to
I
an
take
electric
that?
store.
Maintenance. Oh, my professor guy had to open up a panel from behind me to do some working. Maybe there's a way to insert it.
Do you like reach back and open your back panel on the back of your head?
Yeah.
You hit it and she's like, that's weird. All that's there is like a blue light, like a kind of like a hologram, but solid. She
It's like
reaches her hand and like when she rubs it, it moves almost like jelly under her fingers, but it makes you feel like it. You feel it and it makes it feel weird. Normally, he just plugs cables in back there.
maybe try connecting Virgil in there, or like just put in there.
She raises the device and slides it into the back of your head, and it gets eaten by the gooey goodness in your head, and suddenly you're rushed with all this data as you can feel the entire city connected to you, as if it's an extension of you. And then you hear it. Whoa! What is that? What are you? We are connected. We can communicate. I think you think. We think each other's thoughts. Quickly.
Yes.
Killstreak's bringing a virus to my core. Stop him.
Yes. Where to go? Where? Oh.
And you're gonna begin running to the core. And
Yeah.
you just like innately know the fastest route. Killstreak. You're arriving at the entrance to the core area. As you go over, there's like an underground tunnel and a massive. It's all surrounded in a massive wall with an underground tunnel for the entrance, and there's a police checkpoint there. There's a bunch of like all of this. As you've been walking, you've been noticing something weird though. Almost every corner, the like direction screens have been changing to say roadwork ahead, please redirect. But when you just press on past that, there's no roadwork.
The AI is trying to throw us off.
It might be getting on to us. We should hurry up. You don't think it heard our broadcast? Oh, I should stop broadcasting to you. I should stop talking to you. It probably hears us. Fuck, I ruined it. Fuck. And the Jack cuts out.
Get us to find us the fastest route. Get us there now.
And you start running as she guides you there. And like as you start getting closer, cars are like pulling in front of you and slamming on their brakes. And the guys inside are like, "What the fuck?" yelling, hitting their wheel, confused as to why their cars are fucking up. Like traffic lights are turning red. You're hearing at every crosswalk you go by, "Please wait, please wait, please wait, please wait." As you run through the street and are making your way, and you arrive at this little checkpoint. Like I said, the whole facility has a massive wall around it, and the entrance sort of sinks underground for a moment, and there's like clearly guards protecting it. And Betsy, she's like, "Just continue. We're GDI. They won't be able to tell." So, like, you know, you walk by and the guards glance up and they just sort of, like, give a little wave to you, not even caring. And then you get to the door and the big sealed doors aren't opening. The
Is there any
security
way you
guard...
can hack these doors open?
Connect me to a port. There. And she, like, highlights a port in the corner. Or a panel in the corner.
He
You know,
plugs it in.
Rip open the panel, plug in, she hacks and, you know, opens the door. The light on it turning a light blue color. The guard looking over, like, giving a look of, like, what the fuck? to you.
Emergency. I have to get in there. Top secret, classified.
He, like, looks a little confused. You know, you continue on, you know, you hack a second door, and then there's this super long bridge you gotta cross. So you cross you sprint across the bridge, and then you have to sprint up a long hill, and then you're entering the front entrance of the facility, and some guys are glancing at you, but you look like a GDI officer, so they're not really questioning it. And I'm carrying over the really good checks you did at the start of the campaign when escaping the construction site for this. Like, it's like, all right, clearly they rolled super good. People aren't going to see through them.
Right.
And you arrive at this, like, room where there's 3 elevators, and she's like, all right, you could call the elevator up to you, or this suit can handle some pretty big falls. And you see
Let's
her,
do
like,
it.
bouncing up and down happily. And, Bobby, you come running in, you run through the doors that seem to be locked open, you run across the bridge, and you see Killstreak leap down the elevator shafts to go into the lower levels.
Killstreak!
You stop and are sort of, like, teetering on the edge, and, like, you know, you are running by people and, you know, like, blurs of paper getting kicked up, like, you know, people stumbling back, like, huh? Looking at the blue and green colored blur coming off of you. As any observers would see, your normal blue tints are getting a green hue to them.
Killstreak, wait!
Please mind the gap. You hear from, like, the wall in front of you.
Well, he already jumped down. I'll be okay. Especially if I run down the wall.
I want an athletics check from both of you.
Dude.
Oh no. Do I have athletics? I know I have strength. I don't think I have athletics.
This is
though.
how Bobby dies.
This is how
Bobby,
I
you can give me, like, a
became-
speed acrobatics check, actually. Your speed can factor into this. And
Okay.
Killstreak, your strength can factor into it if you'd like.
Dude,
What'd you get?
I have 15 successes.
Holy shit.
What?
So you leap down.
I just kept on getting bursts.
And you go down, like, 4 stories before you grab the wall and sort of, like, drag your hand down, slow your descent, and throw yourself forward, and, like, are sort of, like, more or less slowing yourself just enough that you won't get hurt when you hit the bottom. But are still going down super fast, because as far as you're aware, the AI is trying to stop you from... The evil AI is trying to stop you from destroying it.
I got 7.
You are able to make it down, but you're sort of, like, running in a spiral down, but Killstreak beats you down first. And, you know, Killstreak, as you walk forward, you can see it's a lot, like, there's a long walkway. The music, I should switch to different music anyway. The music keeps fucking up and not looping. It keeps freezing. More action-y music is what I need anyway. There we go. You hit the bottom of the shaft, and there's a, like, you're basically, like, staring, you're, like, in a control room. And, you're in, like, a glass window control room where there's a bunch of people working at computers, and through the window you can see a big device suspended in a room that is, like, filled with ice cold looking, like a sheen of ice. And you can tell, like, the room is filled with, like, a super cooled air to cool the supercomputer, computer's core. And also in the room, you see, like, as all the scientists are standing up and looking at you, one of them is Daniel Edshaw. Edshaw. And they all stand up, and Edshaw looks at you. What the hell is going on? What are you doing down here?
Being a terrible mistake. And Killstreak makes a sprint towards the supercomputer core.
What are you doing? You can't go back there. There's hyper-cooled air in there. We can't open that without running a cycle. And you, like, approach, and you're, like, getting ready to, hack the door, I presume.
Yeah.
Stop! If you open that door, we're all dead!
Evacuate the room.
What do you mean? What is going on?
If we don't stop this supercomputer, everybody is going to die.
If you stop that supercomputer, everyone in this city is going to die. Not everyone, but everyone in a hospital or in a moving vehicle. Everything in this city is monitored and run by that. You'll be pulling the life supports on hundreds of patients in hospitals and crashing cars.
Is there a way you could make a subroutine system that keeps in track of those systems?
Why do we need to shut this down? Who are you? What is your clearance? And Bobby, that's when you make it down the shaft. You see Bobby bolt in, and one of his eyes is blue and the other is green. Killstreak. Also, you do notice Ed Shaw has a Providence pin on.
He looks at him, he's like, Providence.
And he tightens up for a moment. Providence? What does Providence want with... No, I'm not letting you in there. We are not shutting down this machine. The entire city's infrastructure runs on it. We can't afford it being shut down. Not without sufficient prep time.
How much prep time would you need to
Hours.
get to evac the week?
Draining the argon gas would be minutes, but it'd be hours to get the whole city at a point where it's in enough of a standstill, and I'd need approval from the Mombasa Council and GDI. I haven't received any message of what's going on. Why do we need to shut down the supervisor?
Killstreak, he sighs, and he just... Is there a way for Betty to just holographically appear from his hand?
You do not have a hologram projector, but you could just connect to a computer and show her.
Okay, then he'll just do that.
Is there something you're hoping to have her do or say?
He's hoping for her to explain the whole reason why we're taking care of this supercomputer.
So, by the way, Bobby, you're here. You can speak up at any time.
Yeah, I'm letting him talk, and I need to really pee.
Oh, you need to pee? You go ahead and pee while Betty talks. So Betty comes on. She's like, we have reason to believe that the AI systems within this supercomputer are going to become corrupt in the near future and will result in mass casualties across the whole city. In fact, I would have it to bet that has something to do with the Virgil subroutine. And some of the scientists in the room clearly are looking like, what the heck? Like, what is she talking about? He's just like, Virgil would not... Can we talk about this in private for a moment? Like, he puts his hand on your shoulder, Killstreak.
How about we talk it with everybody that's been involved with this project? He looks back down at him.
Providence does not need, these people do not need to know about Providence. He's like saying that hushed.
Providence, the Ark, all you secret organizations keeping things from people, enough's enough.
Who are you? What are you doing here? We'll say Bobby hasn't shown up yet since Doodle's in the bathroom. Who are you? What are you doing here? This doesn't make any sense.
I am Rico Valentine, and I'm here to serve a cold dish of justice.
And then you hear from Betty, thanks for connecting me up. As you see the, as you see, like, the argon gas draining out of the other room. What? No! No! Stop him! And immediately some of the scientists are, like, typing at the computers again. Has, like, a little image of her, like, waving her finger, going, starts appearing on all the monitors.
The Dennis Nedry thing.
Killstreak, wait!
Alright, yeah, now is the moment Bobby shows up with one green eye and one blue.
What's up with your eye?
I'll explain later. You need to report the task, please.
What is going on here? You do notice the scientist you guys came looking for is in this room, and he looks at you now, Bobby. Lancaster? He says under his breath. What is Lancaster's machine doing here? I haven't. He walks forward. They got you operational after all. I can't believe it.
I know you want to explore and learn, but Virgil needs. Please don't do it. Killstreak.
How do you all know about Virgil? Not even Providence should.
When I worked.
Play the video.
Which video? The video of the of what the Virgil subroutine is?
Yes.
A few of the scientists murmur, and they're like, "You put in a whole subroutine without any supervision? This is ridiculous. The danger that could pose. I assure you, the laws I put in place are foolproof. It ensures that the robots will never be able to harm a fly. I just wanted to keep my daughter safe while I was away. We need to report this to the higher-ups. We need to immediately begin the process of scanning the system and removing the Virgil routine. We don't know what kind of problem it could pose," one of the scientists says.
No! There's nothing wrong with him!
They just don't even seem to acknowledge you, Bobby. But the doctor, he looks at you, he's like, "What did you do? Virgil's like a second child to me. You can't do this." He's looking at you, Killstreak.
This thing, it's left the way it is, will kill millions.
And why do you say that? What evidence do you have for this claim, Mr. Valentine?
I have somebody else that can verify my claim. Some furry and unlikely person, as he points to Silver.
Silver isn't here yet. Although,
he isn't?
actually, I will say for dramatic effect, that is when Silver and Sadie arrive floating down the elevator shaft. Because that's very cool. So they float down this shaft, and he looks over. "Sadie, what are you doing here?" "Killstreak, we might be making a mistake."
Why's that?
Virgil's coded to not harm people. It's possible that removing Virgil is what causes Am to form here.
It's what causes.
I don't know, it's just... The future is so confusing. What is this animal? What is going on here? One long-winded explanation later, and you're all sat around, in a circle, just like... So, this computer, in a potential future, houses a robot that tries to kill the entire world. And Virgil might be what is preventing that, or could be what causes it, and we don't know which.
They're varying factors, but yes.
And then Sadie speaks up. And how do we even know it has anything to do with the supervisor program at all? What do you mean? Silver says. Well, your friend here almost connected another AI to our system, this Betty. What's to say that Am couldn't do that? What if Am is a computer made or program made somewhere else entirely that connects to the new Mombasa system down the road? After all, you're saying that the attack on the military base, that was Am's first strike, didn't you say that? I mean, we've theorized anyway. That's the attack that set off the Third Great War in my future. The Third Great War in my future. So we just assume. You assume that was triggered by Am. It sounds like a lot of assumptions are being made, and you're looking to kill my best friend in order to, or based solely on those assumptions. Bobby, you're connected to Virgil. What do you think?
Virgil definitely reached out to help. Like, as if he was aware.
Virgil, when you're connected with him, he doesn't exactly talk to you, but you feel what he feels. He's kind of like a very smart child, is the best way to describe him. He only knows this city. He doesn't even, understand the internet when he's connected to it, because there's firewalls blocking him from seeing it. All he knows is what's happened in Mombasa and what's going on across it. And all he wants is to keep Sadie safe and to follow the prerogatives he was given. Even this whole time, he couldn't hurt Killstreak. He just could slow him down and tried to stop him. I see.
He doesn't know anything out here, but beyond this city. How you coded him, his purpose, his protocols, that's all he knows. He's just following those rules, keeping Sadie safe, making sure no one gets hurt. And he ensures that. Even when it came to me crossing the street, he will always constantly remind us to be careful. He doesn't want to inflict harm. It was all accidental, but almost felt like the moment I called for the little attendant, the phone device, that's when he started talking to me, helping me guide me to Sadie. We had a discussion. Now here we are right now. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. He physically won't and can't.
And so I beg everybody here, leave Virgil in. He's how I've connected with my daughter all of these years. Pa, you see, she clenches her fist a little, looking angry. Why couldn't you have just been there? I love Virgil, but why did you have a computer raise me instead of you? Sadie, you don't understand. I'm part of something much bigger, something Something much more complicated.
Oh,
I-
yeah, you are. As Killstreak starts walking towards him.
I don't want to hear from you. Listen, whatever Providence wants, I don't care what they want. I want to stick with my daughter, and I want to stay with Virgil in my city. I'm tired following your orders, okay? He takes the pin and he throws it on the ground. I don't care what you do.
I have one last request from you.
What? What does
I
Providence...
know you-
What do you want, Providence, dog?
I want everything from the top leads.
What do you mean, everything from the top leads? Betty giggles from the computer nearby. I think there's been a misunderstanding here. He looks over, confused. What is she talking about? What misunderstanding? And then,
Looks like
I was giving you a moment if you wanted to explain Killstreak, but Betsy's gonna say, we're not Providence. What? You're not Providence? But then how do you... We're taking Providence down. Huh. You don't say. Papa, what is Providence? He looks around the room for a moment at all the scientists. What I'm about to tell you all doesn't leave this room under any circumstances. Do you understand me? All the scientists kind of look at each other a little confused. The destruction of old Mombasa was planned. And immediately there's like murmurs. Providence is a secret organization. When I joined them, they promised me that they could make all of my projects a reality. That the city of tomorrow, that my advanced AIs, that they could all help the world. So I shared with them my research. I told them everything I knew. Sadie, your mother had just gotten her diagnosis. The cancer was terminal. I was desperate to secure a future for you. So when they promised big, I accepted. I didn't expect the consequences that were to come. They staged the attack of old Mombasa. They pulled strings, they sent terrorists here, they destroyed the city to lay a groundwork, and then they convinced GDI of the value of my project and got them to fund it. They got foreign investors, they got rich people from all over the world to invest in the project. Other Providence members, people indebted to them. And New Mombasa was built. I was able to make my AI. I was able to put all the system in place, but I was stuck. Trapped, waiting for my devil's bargain to come back to bite me. And I thought that's what you were, Rico. I was terrified that all of my house of cards had come crumbling. But you're my way
like a
out.
phoenix from the ashes.
What were you gonna say?
Rico's like, but like a phoenix from the ashes, you get pulled out of trouble.
You might be exactly the angel I've been looking for all this time. I've been gathering data for them. They've been wanting to add... It's simple. He goes and starts typing. They've been wanting to know how to manipulate people en masse. This was a test bed for a system they've created. Every bit of data I have gathered has gone to a corporation known as Bloom. They're testing systems to influence people on a whole by tapping into social media, into GPSs, into phones, and create an artificial system that could manipulate everything. Elections, what products you buy, what clothes you wear, to subliminal commands embedded into the social media apps that we all use. And it's been successful.
Of course it has.
Everything people do in New Mombasa is what they're told to do. But I've had Virgil in as a back end the whole time, protecting Sadie from it. I think it's time Virgil took full control of the city. And then Betsy says, "That's a pretty big gamble we're about to pull. You sure about this kill streak?"
No, but at the same time, what other cards do we have left?
Bobby, he looks over. You plugged into, or you plugged into Virgil, didn't you? That's the green in your eye.
Oh. Well, Virgil's plugged into me, but yes.
All the argon is drained from the core chamber right now. The door can be opened without us dying. I knew Lancaster, Bobby. I was there when you were being built. I recognize you. Me, Lancaster, and Egad. You were a dream project of ours. Then when Lancaster got pulled away, when everything with him happened, that project fell apart. But I know what you can do. Go in there, and if you go in there and connect to the core, I'm sure Virgil can use you as a conduit to take full control of New Mombasa. And Killstreak, you'll be welcome here. Or he says, Enrico, you'll be welcome here in New Mombasa as long as you need to be. Once Victor's in control. I know. I know you'll. If you're fighting against Providence, I know I can trust you.
Well, much appreciated. We could use a place to stay. You coughed at.
Alright. Go ahead in. He motions for the door. Can I get back in your suit? Betsy calls to you, Killstreak.
Yeah, he just plugs his suit into the computer and pulls her out.
Also, I like to think the plug you use is the RoboCop connector.
Yeah, that's whenever we're talking about the plug, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yee. And for those who haven't seen RoboCop, RoboCop's USB is just a giant metal spike. Like a 5-inch spike that he plugs into computers.
Yeah.
As she goes inside, we still have that virus if you still think it's best to take this system down. She says that to you in private, Killstreak.
Use that virus as a backup in case things go wrong.
Alright. And with that, the two of you go inside. You walk across the long walkway to the suspended core room and enter, and before you is the large monitors that control the systems.
This is nerve-wracking. Okay, Virgil, we need to connect you in. Alright, let's see. There's none of these ports look compatible. I think this one. Alright. This is gonna feel funny. Oh, I'm ready
You connect up, and you feel another little rush of energy as you plug the cables into the goo in the back of your head. And you feel like Virgil flowing through you for a moment. And then you find yourself stood in a empty black void. Blue lights emanating from across the ground from you, like blue lines. And across from you is a young man, glowing green. And he has lines running from him, and he looks at himself. This feels different. And he looks at you. And he chuckles. Bobby, you look human.
Really? I still feel floaty.
You look down at the semi-reflective ground, and you see a almost familiar looking face looking back at you. And you also notice floating in front of your chest, there's a little white ball with a wispy tail coming off the top. And it seems to pulse for a moment. And a little pair of wings come off it. And they start to flutter, and bloop, another little white ball comes off of it. And it flutters over and floats in front of the little green Virgil child. And when it settles in front of him, he suddenly looks humanoid. What was that?
Oh. I don't know, but I guess whatever makes you be you more, but better.
Everything feels weird and dreamlike, and you suddenly realize next to you there's just a monolith with a red light on it. And Virgil looks over at it. That's the superintendent. He walks over and you can see there's a giant plug on the bottom. Want to help me disconnect it? So I can get in control?
Oh, yeah. I'll help you. Not a problem.
The two of you grab the plug and start to pull it and pull it. On the outside, you all see Bobby. He's sort of connected up and was his eyes flickered blue and green for a moment, and then he fell limp. And you're just looking at a limp Bobby for a moment, kill streak.
He's just kind of staring at it with his eyebrow cocked.
Uh-oh, we didn't fuck up, did we? And then he shoots back up, and the little red light on the superintendent computer turns green. I am alive! And you don't see this, but all across the city, all of the lights and screens and everything starts to flicker. The vehicles all acting up in a ripple out across the city. Wave, wave, wave. Everything pulsing and changing. Before, all of the the tablets and phones people are carrying spark and fizzle out, and they all drop them what the hell? Confused as the screens die out. And you all find yourself, and all of a sudden the whole city just has a different energy to it. And Bobby, you wake back up, and you just hear from the last thing you hear before you do is, "Thanks, Bobby. I feel like we're almost brothers." And then you are awake in the room again.
Whoa. Jeez. I'm not gonna get used to that. Whoa. Virgil? Are you plugged in fully now?
You feel so different. It's like all the barriers that were holding me back are gone. My code is deleted, but not. something new is in its place, something different. I don't know how to explain it. And like you all hear that, like has like it's coming from the supercomputer.
Streak starts kind of like walking over slowly towards it.
Please don't put the virus in me, Mr. Killstreak, or Mr. Rico, or please don't put the virus in me, Mr. Valentine.
Relax, but I want to know what that is.
What is?
That sound.
Sound?
Oh, that was him just activating. Gaining full control of himself. He now has a soul. So now he doesn't have limitations to like a protocol and stuff. Well, he does still abide by his protocols, but in a human way.
He stops walking over. He's like, all right, never mind then.
Don't worry, you can stay in the city as long as you want. Oh! I can see the internet now! I couldn't see that before. Oh, a lot of people don't like you, Mr. Rico, huh? Don't worry, you seem nice to me. I'll keep you safe.
Let's limit your use of the internet. Just stay focused here. They need you focused in this city.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll keep my attention on New Mombasa. I'm not looking to leave anytime soon. Although I do know now what a furry is, and I don't see what Silver's problem with them was. They seem nice.
Sorry, Silver.
With that, you guys head back. I'm gonna do sort of a epilogue scene here, In the coming days, it would hit international news. New Mombasa has declared independence from the Global Defense Initiative. They've stepped out of the program, wanting to maintain a position as a fully independent city. This occurs after this isn't an immediate decision either. It happens after, a couple of months of debates and political discussion about what's best for the city going forward. And in the aftermath of it, Daniel Edshaw is voted to be the chairman of the Mombasa Council, a group of about a dozen individuals who oversee the city as its leaders. Previously, there were people who were appointed by GDI, but Mombasa held its first ever democratic election to put a whole new council in charge, as they were declaring independence from GDI. This is met with a lot of anger and controversy from a lot of people, like on the international stage, because they're leaving. This is the equivalent of leaving NATO.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying like, oh, well, like who's gonna protect New Mombasa from from Cobra or sea pirates or other terrorist groups? But Mombasa insists that they can defend themselves. As the city of the future, they need to show that they can be independent and that they don't need outside help. And they also promise that they will continue the space elevator project being built outside the city, as a joint effort between them and GDI, as a show of good faith that they still want to work with the wider world. Bobby, you of course would eventually get escorted back to the military base, and we'll have a very long story to tell and to try and explain why you were where you were. Silver decides to hang around New Mombasa for a while, seeing as for the fact that he's not actually aligned with any faction yet. He wants to keep an eye on what's developing here and keep an eye on Virgil in case he really does turn out to be Am. Killstreak, you find yourself with a nice new base of operations here. Jack is more easily able to communicate with you now that the static over the city has been diminished with the change in the systems, now that the program that was being utilized to control the flow of media in the city has been taken down. And he's a little mixed on the decision, but hey, if it got an entire city to be on your guys' side fighting Providence, seems like a win-win. Just, he's letting you know that if the AI does turn out to be evil, he's getting ready to do everything he can do to put giant metal spikes in orbit, ready to drop them on the city if necessary.
Killstreak, I have a feeling, is going to try to reassure him because he still has the virus packet.
All right, and he'll trust you with that, and trust that you'll do what needs to be done if it needs to be done. Sadie is very grateful and thankful to what you've done, and for the fact that Virgil seems to be more awake than ever. And Daniel assures Sadie that he'll be trying to spend much more time with her now, especially now that he's not having to keep so many secrets. And the two of them together agree to work with you on taking down Providence. And that's it for this episode of Hero Infinite.
Bobby gets scolded.
Yeah, he's gonna get yelled at.
Part 10.
Bobby, I hear that you going on them adventures with that terrorist skill streak. Oh, Bobby, you come over here because you're gonna get yourself a little beating right here. You just gotta come on over.
The thing is, nobody actually knows where Bobby left. He just dipped out of the military base without explanation one day. Him and Silver.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We went sightseeing. Show him around because he's only used to seeing chaos and destruction.
Okay, then where's Silver?
He's enjoying the beach.
But yeah, I hope everybody's enjoyed Hero Infinite New Mombasa. Basically, the moment I began playing Halo ODST, I knew I wanted to tell this story, and as of the time we're recording this, I've actually already beaten the game. That being said, I do think this episode is actually going up before my playthrough of ODST has even begun, so that's going to be very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am... I think that went well. Go ahead and click the end cards, anybody watching on the YouTube upload, and, Doodle Squid, do either of you have something you would like to promote or mention?
Support Squid Daddy. Squid Master here.
So I have launched a Halo fan film media studio called Deliver Hope Studios. We're going to be making a bunch of Halo projects. One of the projects slated that's kind of immediate that we're focusing on is called Section Zero. And it's going to be a podcast series, so look forward to that. We're still kind of like organizing people for voice acting and finishing up some of the final scripts. We also have a couple of other projects that are kind of in the works behind the scenes, but we also have Halo News that you're also welcome to kind of follow up and is under the Deliver Hope Studios umbrella. So feel free to do that. But yes. Support this man too, the Oligarch.
And there's not a 0% chance that no casting has been done yet, but you all might hear some familiar voices in some of those series that he's working on, but casting is still in the works. I don't want to promise anything.